So who's in the Bureau? Let's be clear. This is the federal record set. That means everybody's in there. The war is over. Refugees are the poor white. Your freedmen are the formerly enslaved. And as I mentioned, the abandoned lands is returning the land to the former landowners, or the federal government is taking it. And that picture is actually in South Carolina, and it comes from the National Archives. Next. So, little organizational order. So you got the education part. They set up freedmen schools and things. There was also field offices. They covered cities, towns, counties and stuff. And that's where they were also located, some in the courthouse. That was one level. Then you had a sub-assistant commissioners, which is just at the county level, assistant commissioners, which is state level, and you had national headquarters, which is DC. Field offices for the state of Virginia are indexed. I know Virginia's field office are fully indexed. The sub-assistant is not, or the assistant commissioners at the state level. Which state had field offices? Now, I am in Family Search and I don't see Kentucky, but I know Kentucky's in there. But look at that. This is at the Freedmen Bureau officer location. Kentucky's not listed. Look on the right-hand side, microfilm 1904. Benefits to you as researchers: marriages, letters, complaints, reports, rations, transportation. Somebody walks up and says, my folks were sold, and I was in Kentucky and my folks were sold to Virginia, or vice versa. I need transportation money to go where my people are at. Labor contracts. 9 times out of 10, a labor contract is with the former slave owner. This is where the Bureau helps the formerly enslaved or poor white, and I'm going to say it that way, get a job. And 9 times out of 10, they're doing the same job they might have done on the plantation, but now they're getting free. You got reports where it might list who's at the school. And you got medical conditions that's shown this is where they lived before the war, this is where they lived after the war. For you as a researcher, you're getting location information. And then you know where they're at the field office they're filing with. You're also getting military information. You're seeing relationships. Another thing is they had where people could file a complaint, and it actually went to the Freedmen Bureau court office. There would be a hearing. It could be a complaint against a former slave owner. I have seen some things where the previous slave owner was still holding on to somebody's kids. And here it's after the Civil War. They're free, but they're still holding on the kids. They're not letting loose. The parent files a complaint and they take it to court. Or maybe there's violence that's involved. Somebody files a complaint and the Bureau court hearings have to work this out. And if you understand military, if you got a complaint filed, that means there has to be another piece of paper following it. When you're looking at these letters that are received or sent, you can also figure out what happened with the court case, because they have to resolve it. If you get a complaint started at one end, then you got to resolve it at another end. That means you're going to have to go look at another record set within the Bureau that will definitely share the results of whatever the court hearing was. You can see birth dates, marriages, death dates, former slave owners, other family members, names and ages. You are getting names and ages as far as formerly enslaved. You are getting them in a federal document before the 1870 census. Stop listening to you don't get names until the 1870 census. That is not true, because the record set is there. How to access the Bureau? Those are all the different places to access the Bureau. We're going to look at one. Family Search has discovered freedmen. The National Archives have the collection of the Bureau records.